nonprofit has been around since forever and a day. How has it shifted, I would say, in the last 5 years? And where do you see it going in the
Mm.
next 5 years?
Well, I think that it really depends on the person, where they sit in this space, and who you ask sometimes. And for me, it's even what day of the week it is. Okay, so brief history of the nonprofit space. I think it's really important. And if you ever sort of want to check this out, there is a show on, I want to say HBO, The Gilded Age. It's by the creators of Downton Abbey, and it's about sort of New York in the, I want to say, early 19th century. But and it's about high society and sort of what does new money versus old money look like. Anyways, there is an episode in it called "Charity Has Two Purposes." Like, one is to give, and I think this is quite literally, if I'm quoting this correctly, one is to give um, rich ladies something to do, and the other one is to give younger rich ladies an opportunity to climb the social ladder, right? And so that sort of is how charity was viewed for a very long time, that it was just something that wealthy people engaged in, right? That was one end of the spectrum. The other one had like lots of connections to religion and sort of how poverty is being addressed within that space, right? And so the professionalization of nonprofit space, as a space where we have issues and causes in society that are not best addressed by government, and they're not best addressed um, by businesses. So there is a space for these somewhat neutral parties that are neither nor, or they work with both, that can advance some of those issues, right? And I think that that's the view that nonprofits have taken for the last 25, 30 years. And that's why we see so many of them that have come up, is that, well, here's person X who has an idea of how can we address this, that there's a gap in this space, and instead of waiting for folks to figure it out, because government moves slow and businesses have their own interests, so let's like just move forward with it.